I should love bones. When you look at the bare bones of the premise, it's something that should really speak to me, and I should really love this as a show. Having watched the first episode, I kind of feel like it's missing something, and I don't know what this is. So while I'm doing this discussion just to get my own thoughts out there, if anybody can identify, if anybody's in the same position as me where you really should have loved this, it's got all of the hallmarks of the kind of crime drama you like, but if you can identify what's missing, please let me know. But it's a very successful show. It was on for many, many years, very popular. I can see that there are a lot of good things about it. The editing as well, very, very good editing. But it's missing something. So this focuses on our two protagonists, FBI agent Booth, Seeley Booth, played by David Boreanaz, and anthropologist Temperance Brennan, Dr. Temperance Brennan, played by Emily Deschanel. And that's something that interests me a lot. First of all, an FBI agent as a protagonist, you have my full attention. An anthropologist, a forensic anthropologist, is one of our main protagonists, is really refreshing. A lot of a lot of crime dramas have a protagonist these days that's a little different to the average detective or sergeant. Some will have a mortician or somebody who specializes in fingerprint technology. Here we have an anthropologist, and I think that that's brilliant because I love studying forensic anthropology. I'm not very good at it. When it comes to sciences, I'm interested, but not good. But I find it really fascinating in the way that, insects and decomposition in the ground and the rate at which the soil impacts the body and all of these different things affect a crime scene and the ability to solve a crime. I find it so fascinating. So this should have been something that spoke to me. The first episode, the pilot, revolves around a body that's found in a pond, and I say body, it's a skeleton. It's a very decomposed old body, and Dr. Brennan and FBI agent Booth team up somewhat reluctantly to try and solve this. And something that I did find interesting, of course, was that Booth, as an FBI agent, very much wants to look at the facts. He wants to know the time, and how this person could have got here, whereas Dr. Brennan obviously thinks that the forensic anthropology aspect of it will give them all of the answers. He's more about looking at things like, is there a watch on the victim, or are there any hair follicles left, both of which very, very important. And obviously hair, no, obviously not. Both have very important angles. Both want to think that their approach is going to get them more answers, and you straight away have this animosity that I expect develops into a kind of love-hate relationship throughout, kind of like a Cuddy and House relationship, where they depend on one another. If one of them's in danger, the other will move heaven and earth to save them, but they also get on each other's nerves when they work together. That's kind of what I expect. If I'm wrong, please feel free to tell me. But I think the reason I didn't take to this very well is that I didn't really like either of the characters. I liked the roles they played. I like the way they're written insofar as I like the fact that they have this animosity. I like that one's an agent, one's a forensic anthropologist. Two very different approaches coming together, and it gives us some interesting facts, because I don't know, this was... I don't know where that sentence went. This was written by Hart Hansen, while based on the life of the author and forensic anthropologist Kathy Reichs, which is obviously, Kathy Reichs is massively, massively acclaimed author. So I'm assuming that a lot of the facts came from her, but it is very informative and very educational and very eye-opening. So the script I liked. The dialogue, the rate at which the mystery was revealed, I thought was very good. But the characters themselves, I just could not get on board with. If you think that it's worth sticking with, and that, if it takes time to get used to them, because sometimes with crime dramas, you love the protagonists instantly. I'm thinking Broadchurch. You jump on them, they're amazing. And there are other ones, none of which come to mind, where it just takes you a little bit of time to gel with them. If you think it's worth sticking with, let me know if you think it's my kind of thing and will continue to be. I might give it another go, but at the moment, this first episode has not done enough to hook me in. It feels like it could be amazing. We could get some pretty fantastic cases, but for me, the relationship between the protagonists, and also maybe the way in which they're written, their behaviours, their actions, their mannerisms, maybe that's not something that works well for me. But if you think it develops better, let me know. Might stick with it. For now, I didn't hate the first episode, but it's not made me want to continue watching it.